Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at some of my Micronauts toys, and these are time travelers. These are reproductions that were produced by Palisades Toys in the early 2000s. So they basically do a reproduction of the original Mego time traveler that was produced back in the 1970s. And all these are loose. I don't have any in the package, but I did save the backer card, so I can show you what that looks like. You get a little bit of a write-up on the time traveler. Released in 1977, and it gives credit to some of the people who worked on these reproductions as well. I love all the artwork that they produced for the series of reproductions. It's really quite spectacular, and you can see it's done by a famous illustrator, Dave Dorman, who's credited here on the package as well. So, and I've reviewed some of these other ones on the channel previously. You can see I reviewed Membros before, and also the reproduction of Croyers too. So those of you who are familiar with my channel have probably seen some of those reviews already. So the time traveler was sort of like the basic figure, and I really like how they reproduce some of the translucency. It should be noted that the on these translucent ones, the plastics do tend to be kind of fragile. There was a problem, I believe, in the factory that was producing these. They didn't use the right materials when they were casting the plastics. So they tend to be very, very fragile. So you have to kind of handle them very gently. At least the Series 1, probably Series 2, they had some serious issues with the plastics. So they're kind of fragile. But they're holding up okay. I've had a few breakages with some of these. But you can see all the detail on the sculpting and everything. They did a very good job in terms of reproducing the look of the original time traveler. And I've swapped around the parts on some of these. I don't believe this blue one actually came with the white details. I probably got that from one of these other ones. And on this black one, I swapped out the head on this one from the Space Glider figure, because you can actually take these all apart. They're held together with a screw in the back here, so you can actually disassemble them, much like a G.I. Joe. It's held together with an O-ring in the middle, and you can disassemble them and sort of rearrange the parts. So these were made to be interchangeable. I don't think the company necessarily intended people to unscrew the back and sort of perform surgery on them necessarily, but it is possible to do. So it's a cool feature. So you can actually do quite a bit of customizing on these figures. Other things that were included with the time traveler, they each came with a full set of the chess pieces. So you can see normally with the time traveler, as it was released by Mego, you basically just got whatever chess piece came with it. There were a lot of variations, but you didn't have a selection like with the reproductions. So some of these are a little over the top and look a little clunky on the figure. And depending on which time traveler you bought, you either got a full set of gold ones or a full set of chrome ones. So yeah, so they did all of these in the two different variations. So very cool that they included all of these, so you can actually change the look of your time traveler to various different configurations. So one other feature featured on the time traveler is this little attachment point here. That came with each one of these, and this attachment allows you to hook it into various Micronaut vehicles. And in a previous video, I showed you how basically this figure can fit into Biotron's leg, which can be transformed into a vehicle. And so that's kind of a cool feature, and it works with a number of different Micronaut vehicles. And also in the same video, I showed how the time traveler can fit inside of Biotron as well. So that's kind of a cool feature that because Biotron's chest opens up and you can actually fit the time traveler inside of that little compartment. That's kind of a cool feature as well. So really happy to have these in my collection. And for scale, I can show you how big these are. They're very much in keeping with the Star Wars size figures. So you can see here we have a C-3PO standing right next to one of the time travelers. And you can see they stand roughly the same height. So that's kind of a cool thing. So if you have Star Wars figures, you can include Micronauts alongside of them, and they actually fit in fairly well. with those kind of collectibles. That's pretty much all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Micronaut toys in the future, think about subscribing to the channel because I will be covering more of this kind of thing in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.